started talking from afar. They came close. They really started getting into it.
Tonight on DC News Now at 10, alarming accusations. The top district leader under fire for allegedly grabbing a man by the throat. We're live with one witness's account of that alleged attack.
Plus, U.S. Park Police now required to wear body cameras, a new rule by the Department of Interior being put into place. We'll show you what prompted the new police report in a live report.
Also, we're learning new details about an attempted abduction in Maryland. We're live there where the investigation stands at this hour.
Good evening, everyone. It's now time to transition. The sunshine is about to make a full-time comeback across the DMV as we head into your Thursday with daytime highs back in the 70s. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
All right, good evening. Thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz. Our top story tonight, a top D.C. leader on leave. Deputy Mayor Chris Geldart is accused of assaulting a man outside a Virginia gym. It happened Monday at the Gold's Gym Boston location on Wilson Boulevard in Arlington. Our Dave Laval is there and tells us what happened. Dave.
Tasmeen, Chris, you still have several people inside Gold's Gym pretty much wrapping up their workout before the doors close here for the night at 11 o'clock. One of the people who is said to work out here on a somewhat regular basis is Chris Geldart. That's the word from the manager. Well, Geldart got into a confrontation with, again, this is according to the manager, one of the trainers.
I know that they definitely got into it, yeah.
Angel Benitez noticed something unusual outside Gold's Gym Monday afternoon.
Started talking from afar. They came close. They really started getting into it. I never saw anything get violent, but I did definitely see like tensions rise.
One of the men involved, according to Arlington County Police, is DC Deputy Mayor Chris Geldart.
Jesus. Yeah, I didn't know that part.
Police said the 53-year-old Geldart opened his car door into another man's car. That triggered the verbal dispute in which police claim Geldart grabbed the man by the throat. The gym's manager identified the other man as a trainer there.
There's been no change in our transparency.
Geldart has served as the deputy mayor for public safety and justice since January 28, 2021. He also oversaw the D.C. Homeland Security and Emergency Management Agency from 2012 to 2017. The mayor's office is reviewing the matter. It said in a statement, quote, "Unfortunately, it sounds like something that happens to a lot of people, a dispute over something minor, and we hope it is resolved quickly. But at least one gym member disagrees." I
think it's more on him than on the trainers, knowing how they are, and I think something so minor, he overreacted.
Geldart remains on leave until the matter is resolved. Police said they notified Geldart by phone about the warrant. He turned himself in and was then released on a summons. We're live in Arlington. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
And all new tonight, U.S. Park Police will now be required to wear body cameras. It comes following a new rule by the Department of Interior, which oversees several law enforcement agencies. Now, Mariel Carbone is live at Park Police Central Office. And Mariel, this is intended to increase transparency.
Yeah, that's right. And it not only affects Park Police, but other agencies like U.S. Fish and Wildlife. Now, here, though, it holds a little bit more weight because 5 years ago, 2 Park Police officers fatally shot an unarmed driver during a traffic stop. And ever since then, that driver's parents have been calling for officers to wear body cameras.
The shooting at Bijan Geisar was very traumatic for the community that I represent.
And 5 years later, it's still difficult for many in the D.C. area.
In my community, there's a lot of distrust of the Park Police because of what happened.
25-year-old Bijan Geisar was shot and killed by 2 Park Police officers after a chase on the George Washington Parkway back in 2017. Geisar, who was unarmed, was shot multiple times. The shooting was only caught on this dash camera footage from Fairfax Police. U.S. Park Police did not have on body cameras.
And a lot of people had questions, and a lot of those questions went unanswered until they had video to see. And once they saw the video, that created even more questions.
That will soon change following new guidelines from the Department of Interior, which oversees the agency.
It's good to see the department taking steps that allow there to be more transparency involved in their arrests.
Under the new rule, all interior law enforcement officers who are actively patrolling or engaging with the public must carry body-worn cameras. That includes Park Police, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and the Bureau of Land Management. In a statement, Deputy Secretary Tommy Boudreau says this will move the nation forward towards community-focused law enforcement. Virginia State Senator Scott Sorrell believes it's a start in rebuilding public trust.
And just to see them taking some action, I think, will help a little bit with people feeling like the Park Police is taking some action.
U.S. Park Police did take steps to require all of its officers to wear body-worn cameras in 2021 when Chief Pamela Smith took over. So far, officers in the San Francisco and New York offices wear them. The agency is in the process now of finalizing the program for D.C.-based officers. And one thing to note, this does not include dash cameras for officers' cars, which some federal and state leaders have been pushing for. This policy also changes use of force policies and bans no-knock warrants for those agencies. Reporting live in the district tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Marielle, thanks. Well, goodbye rain, hello sunshine.
We love the sound of that. Chief Meteorologist Janessa Webb is here. Janessa, we're in for a nice run of weather.
Yeah, we are going to go on an extended run of sunny skies, comfortable temperatures for at least 48 hours before they take a tumble. So I want you to take this in slowly but surely. Tomorrow afternoon, the clouds will continue to split apart. For our eastern communities, it's already starting to happen out towards our west, and most of the East Coast now starting to see high pressure actually dominating. Still, Philadelphia and New York City dealing with the cloud coverage due still to that coastal low that's not in the central Atlantic just yet. Also, our temperatures today, they rebounded about 5 to 7 degrees warmer, and that's going to continue for your Thursday as well. So good evening, Manassas. 60 degrees Waldorf into Lexington Park, King George County. We continue to see temps in the upper 50s, and then well to our west, Kaiser to Cumberland, upper 40s to lower 50s. But look at our temperature trends. Thursday, Friday, back to seasonable air where we should actually be for early October. And then we have a big time dip. We have a very strong cold front making its way through, and that's really going to change the weather pattern and our weather game as we go into the weekend. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
All right, Janessa, thanks. All new details tonight. Police in Montgomery County are investigating the attempted abduction of a girl in Wheaton, Maryland. Cheyenne Corinne covers Montgomery County for us, is live in Wheaton where the attempted abduction happened. And Cheyenne, police need help finding this guy.
They do, Chris. So the attempted abduction of this 14-year-old girl happened right here in this Wheaton area during daylight hours. Now, fortunately, that girl is safe, but police are asking residents to be aware and help them find this person responsible. Around 4:15 p.m. Tuesday in the 2000 block of Georgian Woods Place, police say a 14-year-old girl was walking to pick up her 9-year-old brother at the bus stop. As she was walking, a black four-door sedan with tinted windows approached her from behind, grabbed her arm with both hands, and in Spanish told her to get in the car.
She struggled and was able to get away and began to run away until she no longer saw the vehicle. At that time, she did pick up her brother. She returned home, and thankfully, she told her parents about the incident, who contacted Montgomery County Police to start their investigation.
Police say the man was wearing all black and a ski mask covering his face, and believe another man also was in the car. Montgomery County's acting assistant chief of police says this is the first reported instance, and this rarely happens in Montgomery County.
Instance when we get this, it's usually an adult trying to talk to a child. We very rarely have any where there's an actual physical contact.
Police are also asking the community to check their video cameras to see if they have any footage of the attempted abduction so they can establish a person of interest profile and possible motive.
Our detectives are still canvassing the area and contacting businesses as well as residents in there to try to obtain any video or any other leads.
I also asked Assistant Chief Augustine, does he think that there are any other victims?
It depends on the intent of the person that's doing the abduction or trying to get the child into the vehicle. There could be many different motives that they have. We really need to investigate once we determine who the person is, what their motive was.
Now, though this was a scary incident, police said they don't want to put fear into people that are just going about their normal daily activities. Instead, they're suggesting that you just be a little bit more vigilant and look out for any suspicious cars. They also are reminding parents the importance of talking to your child about the dangers of strangers approaching them. Now, anyone with information is urged to contact the Special Victims Unit. I'm live in Montgomery County, Maryland. I'm Cheyenne Corinne for DC News Now.
A new report finds disparities between students with disabilities and their peers in Fairfax County Public Schools.
Yeah, so we first shared the findings with you yesterday, but now there's some clarity as to when the issues could be solved. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla joins us live outside Chantilly High School. And Max, this won't be a quick fix.
No, and Fairfax County school board members do have some optimism that it can be fixed, although maybe not quite so soon. It was at a work session Tuesday afternoon where they asked questions about this report, raised some of the concerns that they saw, and asked when can we get some resolve to these kind of disturbing trends in the report. We talked about them yesterday, but just to reiterate, the report found that Fairfax County Public School students with an IEP, an individualized education program, they scored lower on state exams than students without an IEP. They also have suspension rates at least 3 times that of their peers. Now, at that work session, school board member Megan McLaughlin says it is hard and painful to see these things, but she believes the report does provide a roadmap to the success the district promises all of its students. Now, among the recommendations in the report were creating a standardized way to develop IEPs and putting a greater emphasis on what they're calling a multi-tiered support system.
I think that touches so many different other domains. In this report, it touches the instruction, it touches the discipline, it touches anything related to disproportionality. I see that as one of the highest leverage areas that touches one of the most bang for your buck, essentially.
Now, as for solutions, because that's what we all care about, well, it's going to take some time. School board members asked, and the authors of the report said to implement something like this, some of these recommendations, because of how system changing it can be, it could take north of 3 years. Reporting live from Chantilly, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Well, a well-known community leader ambushed and killed while on vacation in the Caribbean. Coming up, how friends and colleagues are remembering him, and the latest from police in a full report just ahead.
Plus, President Joe Biden is in Florida surveying the damage left behind from Hurricane Ian, how he and Governor Ron DeSantis are responding to the catastrophe together. We got that story next.
And we're headed back into the 70s, but our temperature is going to plummet pretty fast Friday evening into your Saturday with highs back in the upper 50s. We'll check out that forecast coming up.